fantastic video. God, I love that video. Anthony Padilla, Electrolyte Night, the Sacramento area graffiti master. And can you just imagine what the world would be like if all of our buildings, our gray, boring, blank buildings, were covered with that sort of beautiful imagery, not only of the microcosm of the planetary things, but also that cosmic connection, which always blows my mind. And you notice too, this shape there, the hexagon, amen to that, folks. That is the sign of the tribe right there. Hexagon is one of the most prominent structures in the insect world. Of course, everybody knows honeycomb is. Just a little bit about that real quickly. It's like the bat signal. You know, someday you'll be riding across the San Francisco Bay Bridge, or passing Big Ben in London, or heading over the Sydney Harbor, or maybe Hong Kong, and you look up into the sky and the clouds will have this big projection of a hexagon. It's like the bat signal, you know, it's like gatherings of the insect tribe. And in 2016, I'm going to be putting out all sorts of interesting things, you know, that you might want to collect for yourself that have this symbol on it. But, you know, the shape of the honeycomb is the hexagon. But also, this is a little tidbit. The eyes of the compound eyes of insects, like honeybees and dragonflies, they're made up of tiny little lenses, little facets called ommatidium. And there are thousands of them. A dragonfly can have up to 30,000 ommatidia in both eyes, and they're all in the shape of the lens is the hexagon. So that's kind of cool. So you can actually see the world through the eyes of the insect. So, all right, so now we're going to flip it back in the other direction. We take it back to this science and research section, long overdue. I'm delighted to introduce to you. I introduced you to Richard Levine earlier from the ESA. He and a couple other people organized a tweet up at last year's ENTSOC meeting in Portland, and I filmed it. So here is a real look at people who are in the insect tribe, their names, their contact info, and on Twitter, and some of their research that they do. You'll find that not only are they really profoundly specific on a lot of the research that they do with the different types of organisms at the PhD level, but you'll see how they manifest things in their creative life is really interesting as well. So in just a moment, the ENTSOC 2014 in Portland tweet up here on the ITOF.
I'm Richard Levine, I work with the ESA, and thanks everybody for coming. I figured we all know each other from Twitter, but we probably haven't met face to face, so why not introduce ourselves? I'm Richard Levine, I do the Twitter page for ESA.
My name is Jake Bova, I run the Relax I'm an Entomologist Facebook page. Levine's here too. It's a team effort to do it, and we have a really good time doing it. And if you guys need anything from me at all, please let me know, and I'd be happy to help out with whatever you're doing.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. My name's Christy Reddick. I'm one of the bug chicks. And I just wanted to say a thank you to everyone who's stuck with us. We've had a really hard year, but we're coming back. And thank you also if any of you supported our Indiegogo campaign. We just really enjoyed driving that couch across the country.
My name is Aaron Pomerantz, and I work in the Peruvian Amazon as a science communicator with research centers down there. And so I work to find cool stuff and share it with you guys. Gwen just published a story in Wired about these cool bioluminescent glowworms that we found. Yeah. So we'll hope to share a lot of cool other stuff like that from the Amazon rainforest.
Nice. Awesome.
So my name is Mike Bentley. I just went to the Peruvian Amazon with this guy. Got very lucky to get to go. And we're also doing something called the Next Gen Scientist. Very small platform, Facebook page, and blog post that we're starting. So just trying to get everything off the ground and keep things going.
Nice. Woo!
I'm Lucas Carnahan, and I study termites, and I'm friends with these guys. And so,
They told me here.
I don't have a web page or anything right now, so, but theirs is cool.
Chris Hollerman, I do mosquito vectors at Heartworm, and also do Lucas Reyes.
Nice. Drag them. I'm a lurker.
Well, I'm Kim. I study houseflies. I'm from Riverside, and I just tweet and Facebook and have web pages, and so I do all that stuff. I don't have a famous brand name or anything. Yes. Yeah, but I do all that stuff. It's all good.
Awesome. So I'm Jessica Honaker, and I'm the other bug chick. And Chrissy got to cover all the good stuff for me. So.
I'm Sarah. I study termites. I'm not doing anything fantastic. I'm at Chaos Ross. Sometimes I talk with y'all. Good morning.
Morgan's like, hello.
Yeah, exactly.
And Chaos Ross.
Chaos Ross. Go ahead. I followed you.
Yeah, I'm Marianne Shockley. I'm Dr. Bug Appetite on Twitter, and I do a lot of edible insect research.
I'm Amelia. I'm Robot Insect. So I tweet about anything and everything. Yes.
I'm Rachel Olson. I also just tweet about anything and everything. I'm starting a grad program in January at Washington State. And I'm going to be integrating a huge social media component to my master's.
I'm Devin. I'm Bug Witch. Some of you, yep. Bug Witch. I have Bug Witch blog. I'm also working on getting a YouTube channel called Arthropodology, based on sort of the Crash Course sites, SciShow model. Familiar with those little channels? So kind of high school geared, short little videos. I finished my master's. I'm working in turfgrass entomology. I am a master of science.
Allie?
I don't think I can follow that.
You can hashtag
Board certified.
Yes, there you go. I'm board certified. There we go. You're certifiable.
I'm certified. I'm at TazyBug, Allie Tazy, and I tweet about kind of two hats, triathlon world, and then also entomology world. I was with Cornell running their Stop Pests program up until 2 weeks ago, so they had YouTube and Twitter and all that jazz at Stop Pests, everything. And now I'm with the National Pest Management Association running their Quality Pro and their certification programs for the pest management industry. So anything that you tweet that's relevant to the folks out there who are doing the work and doing the pest management in people's homes and work and schools, do hashtag pest control, and I'll get it out to that network.
All right.
And the delusory parasitosis ran that webinar. Yeah, we just had a webinar with 4,500 people signed up.
Wow.
That's awesome. I know WebEx. If anyone wants to know WebEx.
Freak it out, itching like crazy.
I'm Ted McCree. I'm TC McCree. And by day, I'm ag biotech entomologist. And when I'm not at work, I'm a amateur beetle taxonomist, and I write a silly little blog called Beetles in the Bush.
And he's also a great photographer.
Amazing photographer.
Thank you.
I'm Tanya Joseph. My Twitter handle is Tanya Fornita. And I do bioinspiration work, tick work, and a lot of people here probably follow me because they've got entomology glass engravings that retweets, and then everyone seems to be favoriting. Yeah.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Derek Hennon, also known as @DerekHennon. I tweet a lot about millipedes, and I am one of the co-organizers with Morgan Jackson on Wednesday of a symposium about social media and entomology, which all of you should go to. I also have a blog, Normal Biology, that I haven't updated in a while because grad school. And I also tweet about cats and Taylor Swift lately, so yeah.
And Pokemon.
I understand
And Pokemon.
cats.
You just gotta shake it off. you know? Just can't let it get to you. Can't live in the past like 1989 or...
Oh my god. I'm gonna find that log. Someone please kick him under the table. Don't do it.
This way? Okay.
Wait, where are we going?
The camera's on you.
I'm Hope Sharon of
Let it rip.
Hope Sharon Shirt Camera. So I try to be funny.
And here she is, ladies and gentlemen around the world. The one who started it all.
That's right. No pressure, Gwen.
The Twitter queen.
I'm Bug Gwen and I write shit on the internet. It's a very esteemed position.
We all read it.
I'm Adrian Smith. I'm Smadrian on Twitter. I tweet about ants. I also do the Age of Discovery podcast. Okay, awesome. Thanks. That's it.
I'm Fred Larrabee, at Bugbiter on Twitter. I'm a graduate student at the University of Illinois and the Smithsonian Natural History Museum. I study evolutionary biomechanics of ant mandibles.
Nice. Hi, I'm Pomerantz Bayarday. My Twitter is Insect Sciences. So I study honeybees, tweet about honeybees, behavior, social behavior, and brain study. Yeah, I'm at North Carolina State University right now.
Okay. I'm Shelley Barkley, and I'm Mega Riza from Alberta, Canada. And I assist
Okay. Well, Shelley does all the work. We're a team in Alberta. I'm Scott Mears, AB Bug Counter. I started the Twitter handle 6 or 7 years ago as a lark and a little bit of I bet you can't stop me sort of thing with Alberta Agriculture and provincial government. And they couldn't stop me because now I have about 2,000 followers, and they tried to stop me and my Twitter followers said, no, you have to keep going. So I have this much bigger gathering. That Knoxville was like, what, 12 of us? 12? I think 12. Yeah, so this is a much bigger group.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so I'm Morgan Jackson. I tweet as Bio in Focus. Thanks. And I tweet mostly about flies, and that's what I study. And yeah, I'm glad to see so many people here. I like keeping a little mental field guide of my tweets, and so it's cool to actually meet all you guys. So. Yeah.
Tweeps. Did everybody just learn a new word tonight? Everyone? Okay, great. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm at Peter Coffee. I do sustainable ag stuff and brown marmorated stink bug stuff.
Well, I'm Scott Williams. I'm a researcher with the Purdue Improved Crop Storage Lab, working on sustainable grain storage in developing nations. And despite being a relative newcomer to Twitter, somehow I still managed to snag the entomological handle. So I'm proud to have that.
What is it?
It's entomological.
That's very entomological.
I'm Mariana Lean. I'm at Cotesia 1 because Cotesia couldn't remember her password. I'm at Illinois. I am an insect physiologist by training, and I teach insect physiology. I research on, my grad student does research on insect physiology, and what else? Bioinspiration has been really taking off, and so I blog about that under insectsdiditfirst.com. And then I do a lot of stuff for ESA, so I'm the program committee.
Thank you. My name is Dieter Hoculon from the University of Sydney. I started about a year ago at this meeting when I attended my first entomology meeting, and I'm really impressed by the possibility of getting a sense of connection because it's quite isolated down in Australia. So I work on ecology of insect-plant interactions in urban environments, and I feel like I know some of you, but I actually don't know what you all look like. So apart from it's all a bit weird. You should be little boxes.
I'm Cameron Webb. I'm at Mozzie Bites, and so I like to work with mosquitoes and anything else that kind of bites, stings, spreads disease, or just is generally annoying. So thanks for everyone for being nice to me on Twitter, and it's quite nice to be here, and I'm looking forward to kind of having a chat and everything on Wednesday morning as well.
Very nice.
Somebody shoot him.
Somebody shoot me.
Oh, not me.
Hello, everybody. Everybody around the world in the global click. My name is E. Emmett Brady. I am the host and creator and producer of the Insect News Network, where we take you into the world of insects, beyond the creepy and the crawly, to the fun, the fascinating, the profound, and even the sublime. And with one half of my brain, I tell people I'm a professional cultural entomologist, and I explore all the parallels, connections, and influences between humans and insects. And on the Insect News Network, it's not just about the bugs, it's about us. So one of my most favorite topics is insects, and the other one is people.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm delighted to be here at my first entomology ESA gathering is because I really think you guys are all very important people. Not just because you're here with me, but I think we're all doing really important work. And I think the 21st century requires a lot of new messaging and a lot of new ideas. And there's just people out there who are just literally, the show, every one of my radio shows starts off with this quote. I am dying by inches from not having anybody to talk to about insects. That was Charles Darwin before he was famous. He was 22 years old and he said, I think we all can probably feel what it means. The other half of my brain, I tell people I'm an ambassador for the insect tribe. And that's a whole nother discussion.